Hey everybody, it's Victor. It's time another run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Saturday, Mosh Pit. Hope you all had a fantastic Saturday here. We are still waiting for another video to cross 3,000 likes for the like streak goal. It's been a little bit slow, people going back to school and everything like that, but I have no doubt that it's going to pick back up here because I really want to get to theme week, but if it doesn't work out, then we just cycle and move on. That's just how the new like streak goes. Here's your meme of the day brought to you. It's actually a picture of the day. Now, when I transition over here to this, you're going to see it's gonna screw up your mind a little bit. This one was sent in by, I'm going to say Bic Tornado or Bike Tornado. And in the thread, they said, I have really cool friends. And in the thread, they also said, hi, Mosh Pit, just wanted to share this here with some really cool artwork my friends get to me for my 25th birthday. Context, I'm a big poker and paddle fan. I don't know what padel is. So that explains the player stats. Carpi is a pizza place we used to go to every week, and it's like a meme for us. Funny thing that the hardest difficulty, Blanca, is actually the name of my longtime girlfriend. I guess she's the final boss. And finally, just two of my favorite songs on the checkmarks notes there. So you can see that's really cool. I mean, this kind of stuff, I don't think I've ever had friends that were this creative, especially put it into a happy birthday present. So cherish that because it's a one of a kind, and that's awesome. Congrats on that, and happy birthday as well. And thank you for sharing with the Mosh Pit. It's definitely on point. I do like it. Hopefully we like today's run as well. Well, I like the item, but I don't like the stats here. Kilo Golf Papa Whiskey Dio 0, but Curse of Darkness. Now, the item I was saying I liked is definitely Sulfur, obviously, because we don't have to worry about bosses. But the tears rate, or lack thereof, is quite scary. We do also have Friend Zone, or Forever Alone, or whichever one it is. Who knows? Which one is it? It is Distant Admiration, yeah. So Distant Admiration is not bad. It's a closer orbital that deals more damage usually than other flies, and it can be very good if you are able to use it safely. Now, with only 2 HP and 0.99 movement speed, I wouldn't necessarily call this a safe scenario, but at least we have Sulfur. We know that we're going to be able to get out of any sticky situations with bosses, and it's everything in me not to just rip Sulfur through this room right now, but I know we're going to need it for the boss. So we just got to be careful of the ricochets and just go to town here. It took us that long just to get the barrels down. I think we got most of them. Thankfully, we didn't spawn any extra spiders out of the pots. And that should be it there. So it would be nice if we got one bomb out of that, like just any bomb, but here's the reason why that we ended up holding on Sulfur, and yeah, even regular Ragman is not a great fight for us here with this tears rate. At least with Sulfur procced, we're going to be able to use this against both the ads as well as Ragman's body, and not have to really worry about too much of anything here. And this gives us a much-needed tears rate. Thank goodness for that, so... All right, we did get bombs. We could go get that soul heart in this shop, but I think I'll just wait. And again, you're gonna have to forgive my voice sounding a little scratchy. We did vocals, lots of vocals today. Hopefully with that song, the new song it's coming along very nicely. We're adding layers and stuff right now. The riffs are pretty much done though, and the arrangement is done. So it's a matter of me laying down vocals, seeing what background vocals we're going to need, yeah, most of the music is pretty much final though. Yeah, see, this is a room where we can't afford to have this level of tears rate. Even 2.37 is very terrifying. Very easy for spiders to schmoove on you, then that's that. You just saw it happen. We don't have enough HP to get a devil deal. Let's go into... I want to go into the big room because I have a feeling that that's probably where the shop is going to be, but losing that half heart is kind of a big deal for that schmoovin' spider. Can't get too greedy here with Distant Admiration. It's going to get us popped. It's times like this where you have to really, really prioritize where you're going to use your best strengths at. And in this case, our best strength is going to be sulfur. And this room will refund two charges out of the 3 that we need for a full charge to sulfur. So it's a no-brainer. It just keeps us safe, and we don't have to worry about getting too close to anything. Now, obviously, we have another choice here. We could go into the boss trap room, since the secret room is not adjacent to it. And that could potentially give us some HP, but this is going to give us the pact here, which is great, although we did just lose our full charge, of course. The pact is going to give us a much-needed tears rate again upgrade, along with a extra little bit of soul hearts. We only have 1 bomb, though. But now we have to get a full charge for the boss, for sulfur. Super secret room might be there. It's, in my opinion, not really worth checking for with 1 bomb. We may need this bomb for something else. I've not found the shop yet. Now, one thing I could have done, and maybe should have done, is I should have maybe gone into the boss trap room before taking the pact. Me taking the pact basically guarantees that we won't go in there. Oh, wow, there's our super secret room. And we get an Eternal Heart, which I'm going to save and hopefully not forget about. E-Pockets would be awesome if we can get it. And we do. We'll get the drop there from the Keeper, so it's very good. So what I could have done is I could have simply just taken damage walking out of the curse room deliberately, and then have taken the pack after the fact, after we go into the boss trap room to see what's in there. Get some much needed movement speed here. All the stats that we have are much needed, and we get a failed 100% devil deal. All right. Some people raise their eyebrows at that, saying, they're like, wait a second, you got into the devil deal. How could you possibly have failed it? If you can show me the devil deal item we got out of that room for HP, then I will agree with you. No? Okay, well, guess what? We didn't get a devil deal. It's always the best. You work hard to get an achievement done. A game like Isaac, and the game's like, here you go, here's nothing. Not that we don't need HP, of course, but you see where I'm getting at here. Only in Isaac can a reward be a punishment. That's, I mean, I guess it's unique in that sense. Doesn't make it any less aggravating, but it's a feature. I do like the D-Twizzle, but not here. Not over sulfur, not with what we have and what we need right now. Although if we do find a good D12 room, then hey, I'm all for it. We had a pretty good stream on Tuesday, for those of you who missed it. I've been trying to not play copyrighted music during the stream. The only thing that is set in stone is obviously the intro. We use Spit Out the Bone by Metallica, and then Swing by Parkway Drive, and those get immediately flagged. So, but I've been going through the archives of my live streams and replacing and flat out removing the audio out of those parts with the YouTube editor, so they can regain monetization. Where the real problem is, and this is something that I've talked about and have known about for many years now, is that no matter if a video is published or not, the amount of outstanding content ID matches and flags that you have, they negatively impact your channel for the algorithm. That is a proven fact. So I have to be very cautious with letting those get published. And plus, still, I just enjoy, because people want to see it bums some people out that they can't see the stream VODs. And again, this is something I've talked about before, but I enjoy having the streams feel like an event. I know that kind of alienates some people, and I wish that it didn't. But it also encourages people to check out the stream, hang out, watch it, and you get kind of like almost like an exclusivity amount of content, because no one else can see it. And I enjoy that aspect. I like having the live events. Like I akin it to like a a concert of your favorite band or something. You know, yeah, you could record it. You can record it with your cell phone, but it's not going to have the digital audio mixing and all the production behind it and stuff. It's a one of a kind, unique event every single time you see a band live. Of course, I'm not comparing myself to big bands. I'm just saying. It was a good stream. Have a lot of people going back to school, and you know, September's right around the corner as we get ready for football and all the good stuff that happens with fall. I can't wait. The summer was mild, man. Like it hasn't been too hot outside down here, thankfully. Super Secret Room's there, but we have a bomb. And I've been telling people that, and they look at me like I'm crazy. Like, dude, if you were you even here last summer? Because last summer was brutal down here in the south. It was awful. That was the hottest summer I can remember. This one's been just mild. It's been hot, of course, but it really has not been torturous like last summer was. And I can gauge that. I can tell you that for a fact because all I have to do is look at my backyard lawn and say, yeah, look, it's still green, as opposed to scorched as it was last year. Get Salvation here, which is an item. I like Salvation, but it's not what we want here. What we really wanted was a Devil Deal. And a Devil Deal that had items in it, not just HP and nothing else. These big rooms, I think you might as well just use Sulfur because it's not going to matter. I mean, I don't know what's over there, but look, I'm not going over there. Yeah, you should use your space bar items in those bigger rooms because they refund you almost the entire charge. There's no reason not to unless you're right before a boss. Salvation, by the way, is going to put that crown of thorns around Isaac. That anything that stays inside of that crown long enough will get hit by a quad beam of revelation. And anytime you take damage, whether it's self-inflicted or enemy-inflicted, you will increase the radius of salvation. There you go. So it's a unique item. It's not phenomenal. It doesn't give you flying. I don't even think it gives you the. Does it give you the Seraphim transformation? It might. Got a nickel here. Nothing crazy. Why did I not go in the shop? In my brain, I thought that we had already gone in the shop for some reason. Yeah, there's a little bit of salvation. It is nice having salvation because it does have obviously unlimited range. So if you're just swarmed by enemies, it can take out a large group of them. That's the whole reason why I bombed my way into the secret room so we can get to this in the shop. Getting ahead of myself here. Up to 21 cents. Have a decent amount of money. 9 volts good, but oh man, mystery gift. The 9 volt gives us more immediate help. And lately the mystery gift has been giving us nothing but poop, so now we're going to get essentially 2 charges. Oh, it's so good. We're going to essentially get 2 charges per room now, thanks to the 9 volt for sulfur, and that's amazing. This floor just keeps on going. Somebody in the stream the other day said that apparently somebody on Reddit or in the Discord or something in the Isaac Discord did an analysis on whether or not Repentance Plus maps are truly bigger than Repentance, like pre-patch, and the answer was no. They're not actually bigger or more spread out or anything like that when compared to pre-patch maps. So it's just confirmation bias that that makes it seem like the maps are much bigger than they have been. But you gotta admit, though, at least like this map right here is huge. That is a large map, very large map. For being only floor 4, this is pretty intense. I do want to get, if we can manage to get the mystery gift and use it in the secret room, that might lead to something. Again, I wasn't going to prioritize that over the 9 volt, which is better for us right now. But the potential is bigger for the mystery gift if it pays out, which I got done saying earlier, it usually doesn't. Worth it for us to go in the curse room. We have enough HP. Okay, so never mind. It was just a big waste of time. We could tap the sack room shuffle, but just for the mystery gift is, I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather just bomb the donation machine. Now, because we exited the door, we don't have to pay a key to go in here. Oh, wow. Sacred Orb. Okay. So that definitely paid off for us. Sacred Orb is going to remove all low-quality items from every single item pool. So that could potentially change a lot here. We'll see. It usually means that you're going to get a much better run, at least better quality run. Let's see. We still have a decent amount of time to get to Boss Rush. Boss Rush now becomes very important because we have Sacred Orb, and it's going to increase the overall quality of our Boss Rush items. So Boss Rush is going to be something we want now. Something I always want to a fault, but even more so now. With Isaac, you're looking for opportunity. Give yourselves the best opportunity you can be in to succeed, to win. And learning how to prioritize what is important to get there that's one of the steps that you will eventually get to as an Isaac player, the more you play and the more you learn about the game. There we go. Excellent hit there by Salvation. Finally get a Tears upgrade here. And we get Maw of the Void as well as Goat Head, and that is, yeah. Get Leviathan. I think there was a sack down here we can grab. I think. 2 sacks. Definitely needed those. All right, so we've got Leviathan, we've got Flying now, we've got Maw of the Void and Goat Head. Looking good. This week has been, it's been pretty good in terms of runs. Haven't really had, other than the Nail Biter episode, we haven't really had any real danger this week. And I don't know if the game is setting me up for failure with the randomizer run coming tomorrow, but I'm happy, like, to be a little bit more informal with you for a second. I'm very happy. It makes me feel good and the rest of the team feel good. I say team, finger air quotes, because it's just me, Bryn Moore, and Alex. But it makes me feel good that so many people are not only supporting the project by signing up for Patreon, but also taking part in it. They're not just signing up because they like Sinvicta and they want to support me. They legitimately want to play the randomizer runs. And that's great. That's awesome. That's the dream right there, is for people to have fun and for it to become a staple in your Isaac routine. Now, of course, we want it to be an enjoyable one. There are some overtuned handicaps that we found out more about. There was one that, unfortunately, Mr. Bikini Body had to do, which was you're not allowed to take any passive items. And he had to take Eden to Delirium, and he subsequently did not win that run. He voiced his displeasure with me, which I was like, yeah, that would have been horrible. So we're looking at fine-tuning stuff. The problem with those is that it's hard to balance that kind of thing, because the no passive item there is not the problem, right? It's the having to go to Delirium. That's the problem. And with Delirium being so buggy and broken, it's very easy to see how dangerous that can be. Oh my god. And oh man. Sacred Orb really starting to show up here. Get Cricket's Head, huge damage upgrade. I don't know why Hollows broke that way. Usually they go to the left. Greed fight for the final shop. I just hit a combined level, total level of 800 in RuneScape, by the way. Just happened. Look at that. Still have not done barely any quests. I've been just grinding crab, dude. That's all I've been doing. It's been enjoyable. I know I talk about RuneScape a lot, but it really has. It's kind of been enjoyable in an old school sort of way. And the RuneScape community has been just so supportive and awesome. We got Camo Undies, which are kind of It's debatable whether or not Rotten Baby was a good pickup. I know that we have Hive Mind, but we're not using Rotten Baby as our main source of damage, right? So the one bad thing that we have right now is the lack of HP. Movement speed is also not great, but we can make up for the movement speed with our dominant damage. What we can't make up for is not having any way to regen HP. And yes, while our killing power is very strong and our ability to protect our HP is very good, it's not undefeatable. You know, a bad hit here, a pot shot there, a bad play here, a miscalculation there, and that HP can go down very quickly. There we go. Wiggle Worm. It would be a Tears upgrade, but not one that's worth it. Not over the Master Lockpicking here. Again, double room. No reason not to use it. We're ready to go here for this jerk. There we go. Combined all of our powers there so Bloat didn't get a move. We do get Cat of Nine Tails, which is a great upgrade for us. A nice damage upgrade, and we move on. Good run. Excited to share new music with everybody. Despite everything that I do for videos and for streams and for Pokemon breaks, business stuff, still love producing music, making music. It's fun to create things and then share it with people. I think that is the staple of being a content creator, although I would argue that a musician is not a content creator. The term will never ever sit well with me, content creator. It sounds like someone trying to make themselves sound more important. I'm the CFCOOFO of Food Corp Incorporated. My official title is CEO of the world. I'm a content creator. I get a second non-devil deal devil deal. Definitely one we want to use sulfur in. There's something about this run I don't feel ultimately comfortable yet, and I think it stems from our lack of movement speed. See, and this is what I'm talking about. These are the type of hits that will add up very, very, very quickly. Crab moved. Crab has moved. I repeat, the crab has moved. I don't even remember the last time I was in Varric or Falador or Falador. I don't know how they pronounce stuff here. What is this? Damn it! I don't think I've ever seen this room layout before. At least not this variation of it. Now, if we had red hearts, I'd feel a little bit better because of Leech being able to feed us at least some type of HP, but right now we are on a finite amount of HP. There's no way for us to regen any of this. And that combined with our just flat out bad movement speed is so it's got me feeling a little iffy. But with sulfur, we don't have much to worry about in terms of bosses. It's just the non-sulfur encounters that we have to be careful with. Hey, Stanley, I need you to calm the hell down. A little bit more movement speed would have made that fight a little bit easier. There's the Lost. You get the actual Brimstone. Ooh, man, but going down to 2.5 HP though, man, I don't know. We'll have to ponder that one for a little bit. Oh, it may seem a little crazy to be this cautious here, but going down to 2.5 soul hearts with this build, make that 1.5 soul hearts. This is one of the worst rooms in the entire game. I thought that was a dark one. I didn't know it was double adversary dark one. So now we straight up just cannot take Brimstone now. Arch does nothing. Be lucky pennies. Not that that does really anything for us, but 3 cents. we needed Leviathan or something, the Brimstone becomes a little bit more appealing, but right now we just don't. Can't really get anything out of a regular slot machine, so I'm not too concerned about playing it. I was hoping that it was going to be a fortune-telling machine, but it was not. Where it came from. Okay, so this is all a dead end. We go up. Did not. Rotten Baby getting some licks in there. Okay. Now we've gone the wrong way to go. The only wrong ways we could have gone. Let's go to the right direction. This is a bad room for us, too. You wouldn't think that a bunch of gluttonies are that dangerous, but you'd be surprised how fast they can sneak up on you. Especially if they shoot you from across the way without knowing that they're tuning you up for a brimstone shot. I don't know why I'm picking up keys. We don't need keys for anything. So we would be on half a heart right now if I had taken Brimstone. Now, would we have taken as much damage as we have been? We definitely would have taken damage against Adversary, because I didn't know that that was Adversary. So definitely that one. It may have saved us from one hit, I would say, damage, but it's hard to quantify just exactly how much HP could have potentially been saved. I know for sure that I would have gotten hit by Adversary regardless of having Brimstone or not, though. But really, the star is Sacred Orb doing work for us, even though we're not getting a lot of items here. And then we get some kind of soul heart here. No. We have just enough damage to kind of bum rush stuff. Speedball. Thank God we got movement speed. Movement speed's going to greatly increase our effectiveness of using Maw of the Void. We have Ball of Tara, which is another good item. And we've gone the wrong way. All right. All right. And I am guaranteeing that we have done a full clear on this Curse of the Lost map. Guarantee, because there's only one way we could possibly go now. Came from, yep, that was the Gluttony room. This was the Blast Assist room. I don't know how Rotten Baby's fly didn't go off there. Jar of Everything's jar bad. There we go. We get Pisces. Nice little tears up here. Pop everything here against Lamb. I don't like this position we're in. Got the slow there with Ball of Tar, thankfully. No, I think we're going to call it there. That was Getting trapped up here was the absolute worst spot that we could have been stuck at. So yeah, we're gonna call that one there. I think that Sacred Orb definitely proved its worth, and that run looks a lot differently without Sulfur. So I will take it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that nail biter. Another one here, too close for my comfort here against Lamb, but we still got the dub. Have a great weekend, everybody. Have a good Saturday, and hold on to your butts, because tomorrow is another Challenger randomizer run. Don't miss it. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. Let's get this video to 3,000 likes on a weekend. That'll be awesome. As always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like, thanks to pages of mine like Flame God 310 and Troy Mason. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.